When we are children, we have an idea of what we want to be when we will grow up. At any given time of our life, most of us in our teenage years, we have a dream to seek for a certain profession so that we can enter the labor force. And this better be something we like and are passionate about, since doing something that we do not like at all for more than 40 years can be a nightmare. The journey that led me to achieve my goal of becoming a teacher started when I was 11. Well, way before that, when I was about 8, my love for reading and writing had already flourished at a very fast pace. In grade 6, I was lucky enough to have an amazing English teacher. It was very obvious that he loved his profession. He was doing anything he could so that we enjoyed and learned that new language, one that was totally unknown to us. He created many activities, such as vocabulary games, play representations, or singing songs. This new language was very interesting for me, and I always made sure to do my best and learn and improve as much as I could. At the same time that this new passion started, I became a fan of a rock band called Bon Jovi. I really liked their music, so I decided to link my interest in English with music. I started to write down the lyrics and translate them into Spanish, something that made me very good at reading and writing. My two passions linked together, English and reading and writing, something that made me choose arts as my electives on my high school years. I moved from mathematics and science to classical languages, Latin and Greek, and literature. This shaped my decision of which degree should I choose when I started university. There were many options, but I decided to choose the combined Bachelor in Linguistics with a Master's in English Language and Literature, since this included my two interests. It was a very hard degree. It included many courses of different natures, such as linguistics, Old English, or Afro-American literature. The workload was very heavy, but this was what I loved, so I tried and learned as much as I could. Once I graduated, a big question came to my mind. What now? So many options. Should I work as an editor at a newspaper? Should I seek further education to become an official translator? Well, the options were so many that it took me a little bit to decide what did I want to do. My mother is a teacher, so growing up, she was a big influence for me. I always remember her private tutoring when she was preparing the lesson plans before the class. I can say that she was the one who inspired me to become a teacher. That is when I decided to get a job as an ESL teacher at an Academy of Languages, and at the same time, I had some other students that I was privately tutoring. This was a trial for me, and it ended up being what made me enroll into the Teachers College in Spain so that I pursued my teacher's training degree. In 2003, two big changes happened for me. I finished my teacher's training and met my husband. Things in Spain were not as good as we wanted, so we decided that the best idea was that our life together was going to be in Canada. I packed up my bags and came to Canada in September 2006. Everything was exciting, new, refreshing. I was in a new country with a different culture, and every little thing was a little bit intimidating to me. My husband was my best and biggest support, always by my side helping me. Our family grew very quickly. We welcomed our daughter in 2009 and our son in 2014. My working life was a very unsatisfactory one. I started being a sales associate and worked my way up to be assistant manager. But this was not feeling good for me. It was as if I was doing a monotonous job. That's why I decided to apply to do the Bachelor of Education to be a teacher here. This was a very complicated process, since everything is different than in my home country. But this was no obstacle for me. In fact, this is the path that will lead me to my dream of being a teacher. Chase the lives of the students. Be the advocate when they need and mentor them so that they are proud of who they are. Being a teacher has always been my dream, my passion, what I feel comfortable doing. I consider that teaching is much more than transmitting knowledge, correcting homework, or doing tests. We as teachers are the persons that the students can trust. We are their models. They look for advice and help from us whenever they need it. As well, we are their mentors, the ones who can lead them through the path of their success. In our hands lays the ambitious responsibility of creating the next generation of leaders for the future of Canada. To do this, we have to try our best and hardest, and most important, never give up in our profession, one that is complex and very difficult, but a very honorable one. I can proudly and clearly say that I am doing anything I can to become an effective and excellent teacher. That one that students will remember and talk about to their grandchildren.